Hi guys, welcome to my first video. If you guys would like to see in detail how I got this unforgettable natural nude makeup look, keep watching. First things first, on a clean face, we're going to use a toner. The toner will be used to bring back balance into our skin tone after we have just washed it with soap. For moisturization today, we're going to use the Badescu facial spray and a lotion from SuperU, and we're going to use the heat from our hands to just rub this in. Next is eyebrows. I did them off camera, but what you're gonna see me do now is I'm blending out my concealer with a damp beauty blender to create a nice smooth base for my eyeshadow. The first palette we're gonna use today is the Saharan II from Juvias place, and we're gonna use the color Taza to set our concealer. You can see me using a patting motion so that way the concealer isn't patchy and I can get the most pigmentation out of my eyeshadow by tapping. My nails were slayed by Un4Gettable Nails, by the way. Next, in the same palette, I'm going to use Fizz, a darker brown, to create some dimension in my eyes. And at this point, I can use a swiping motion because the concealer is already set, so I don't have to worry about the concealer moving and being patchy. Now, I'm taking this angled brush from Bobbi Brown to create my cut crease, and I'm using the L.A Girl Concealer in the color FAWN to create my cut crease. And I'm using that patting motion again so that the concealer does not budge. No patchiness, please. And I'm going to use the lightest color in the Warrior palette from Juvias place as well to set the concealer. Pat, pat, pat. And now, going back into the Saharan II palette, taking the color Fizz, we're going to blend out the outer part of your cut crease. So now what you see me doing is I'm buffing in this color into my cut crease so it creates like a gradient effect and it isn't so sharp. The pattern effect is the best way to get like a nice smooth transition. And now it's time to add some deeper dimension. I'm using a very dense brush and I'm gonna go back into the Warrior palette using the darkest color, Mino I think, and I'm gonna use this on the outer corner to create a more deeper look. And with darker colors you have to be careful, honey, because it can get wild, really crazy, so build your color, you know. So do the same thing you did for the right eye for the left eye, you know, twinsies, honey. So now I'm taking a clean fluffy brush, nice and fluffy brush, just blend everything out. And now we're gonna go back to the first palette and we're gonna use the first color that we used, Taza, and we're gonna apply Taza over Fizz to create a nice cute gradient effect. It's so pretty, like my god sister would say, pretty. And now we're done with the eyes for now. And now we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer to, you know, start priming my face. And now we're going to rub the product in. And we're going to follow that up with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is a silicone-based product and it's meant to fill in your pores to create a nice smooth base for your foundation. Today I'm using the Inglot Cream Foundation. I am in the shade 37. Now this step is very important, queens. You need to make sure you have the same amount of foundation on either side of your face, okay? You don't need a lot of foundation, you don't need too little foundation, because using too little foundation can make your face look gray and dry and unblended. I am using the Expert face brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna spray with my Badescu facial spray. But you can see me doing now just a little bit. You don't have to do it, but I just do it because I see somebody do it and I do it, okay? Period. And you never want to swirl your foundation in with a brush, okay, honey? Pat, okay? Patting is the word over here. Pat it in your skin, honey. And blend, blend, blend. If you're not tired while you're blending, you're not blending enough. And now to highlight, I'm using the L.A Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And you don't have to use 2-3 shades lighter than you. You don't have to. You could just use one like I did. So now the trick with concealer is you have to let this set on your face for a little while. Just leave it a little while, you know? Leave it. So that this way when you're blending it out, it doesn't move all over the place and then you just ghosting, okay? Just wait a little while. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to just blend everything out. At this point, you're going to get tired, but guess what? You cannot stunt on these girls unblended. No, okay? Now we're gonna use the brush that we use for our foundation to just go all over where we highlighted, so that there's no line of demarcation to tell where the concealer starts and where the foundation starts. You know, we're just blending them together. And I'm gonna use the black Radiance contour palette. I think this is a true complexion contour palette. I'm gonna use the sculpting color to set my highlight. And I don't bake, I just pat in the powder in my eyes. And now with a clean brush, I'm gonna use a contour shade to contour. And look, I was shook because the first time I used this contour powder, it didn't show up and now it show up. So anyhow, contour. And now I am using this bronzer from NYX to just go over my highlighted part just to dim the yellow a little bit. And look. She's blind. She's blinded. She's blinded. Bird box. And now it's time to draw our wings because we have to fly, we have places to go. And I am using the gel eyeliner from Inglot in the shade 77. And this is your captain. You put on your wings and now we're ready for takeoff. And now I'm gonna use this black Radiance big blush, and this is the shade Warm Berry. And look, ooh, she's cute or whatever. She's looking at herself, she's cute. And now it's time to set the face with our L.A Girl setting spray. But where is it? Anyhow, I found it, so I'm showing it to you now because I found it. So you have to bathe yourself with setting spray, okay? And this will help take away the white cast that is caused by powders. And now you can use your beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, to just tap in the setting spray in your skin. So now the eyes are done. It is time to close things off. I'm going to use this pencil brush to apply my inner corner highlight. So fun fact is, when you wet your brush before applying a glitter shade, it actually makes it even brighter when the brush is wet. So that's why I'm using my setting spray to wet it before I apply my highlight. And the highlight shade I'm gonna use is the Aqua from the Warrior palette. This is a nice golden shade, perfect for my nude look. Now look at the difference inner corner highlights make. You were sleeping, honey, and now you're woke. You're awake, honey. Take a shot for every time I say honey because it's ridiculous. And now, using the same shade, I'm going to apply it on my brow bone, and this will give a nice, clean, neat effect to it. It's going to look so much prettier, and you're going to look more awake. And now I'm lining my lips with a brown pencil, and I'm going to use a Avon lipstick, and this is the color Marvelous Mocha. It's so cute. Yes, I still use Avon. As long as it's there, I'm going to buy it. Like, who cares? Same thing. And now we're almost ready to stunt, and no stunt is complete without a little glow. So now we're gonna use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This is the metallic highlighter, and this is the shade Molten Gold. And apply your highlighter while you're smiling. And now I just decided to put a little lip gloss over my lips because I wasn't feeling the matte look. But now she's ready to go stunt. She's ready to go stunt. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests, just let me know. Bye.